Hello everyone, this video is in continuation to our videos on biomolecules grade 11th. In our previous video we have discussed about amino acids. We are discussing micro biomolecules. Today we'll talk about lipids and then we'll talk about the further biomolecules. Please watch the video till the end, because in the end you will get all the structures and important pointers from your paper point of view on the board. You can use them for your notes. Please like the video and share the video if you like its content. So we'll start now. Lipids, first of all. Lipids basically are, as we have done in our previous video also, that when the process of separation of organic compounds is done, lipid, it remains in the retinate part. It remains there because of its shape, and also it is insoluble in acid. That's why it remains up, but it is a micro biomolecule because its molecular weight is 800 Daltons. Fine, so we consider it under micromolecules. Now this we have already discussed in our previous video in detail. If you want, you can refer to the video where experiment is being done to separate the organic compounds or analysis of chemical compounds. Now we are considering it under micro biomolecules because of its molecular weight, which is just 800 Daltons. Talking about its classification, so if we classify lipids are of three types. The first one is simple lipids. The second is conjugate lipids, and the third one is derived lipids. Now these lipids are going to further form the big fat molecules. So we'll start with derived molecules, lipids which are further sterols and terpenes. We'll be discussing about them in detail when we'll talk about macromolecules. Conjugate proteins, lipids and simple lipids. First of all, simple lipids. Simple lipids are the ones which have a fatty acid chains attached to alcohol. So they have fatty acids attached to alcohol, but most commonly glycerol. I'll use another color. Most commonly glycerol. They are of two types, true fats they can be and neutral fats. So both of them, they have glycerol in the place of alcohol attached with fatty acids. So this division is on the basis of its structure. Conjugate lipids now, they are simple lipids. They are simple lipids which have a non-lipid part also attached. Why I am saying also attached? Because the other things remain the same. That means there is a fatty acid, there is a glycerol, plus there is a non-lipid part, and that non-lipid part can be phosphate, it can be glucose, it can be a protein. So it is a non-lipid part which has attachment to the simple lipids. So these are the three types of lipids. We are going to talk about simple lipids first. We'll talk about simple lipids. We'll talk about its structure of fatty acid, structure of glycerol. So now, till now we know that simple lipids, they have two parts. One is fatty acids and second is glycerol. So we must know their function first, the structures first of all. So we'll talk about fatty acids first. What are fatty acids? How are they formed? Fatty acids are chains of, they are the esters or chains of long hydrocarbons. They have chains of hydrocarbons. That means, how do we write them? This is the formula of a fatty acid, or this is a fatty acid, one single chain. So these are long chains of hydrocarbons. They can further be extended. Then fatty acids, now when we are talking about fatty acids, we'll talk about its classifications also. So the first is they can be essential and non-essential. Fatty acids, first classification: essential, non-essential. As we have done about the amino acids, essential are the ones which should be present in the diet because they are not formed by our body, and non-essential are the ones which may or may not be present because they are formed in our body also. So the definition remains the same. Fatty acids are essential and non-essential types. Then we have the next classification of fatty acids. Fatty acids, they can be saturated and non-saturated or unsaturated. I'll write unsaturated. Saturated and unsaturated fatty acids. Saturated fatty acids, they have single bond present in them and are solids at room temperature. Very, very important. There is you need to learn a proper difference between saturated and unsaturated fatty acids. Unsaturated and saturated fatty acids, they further lead to formation of saturated and unsaturated fats. So saturated acids, they have single bond and they are solid at room temperature. This is about saturated fatty acids. About unsaturated fatty acids, they have double or triple bond and they are liquid at room temperature. Fine. So when we say solids at room temperature and we say liquids at room temperature, solids at room temperature, we are talking about ghee or the animal fat. Liquids at room temperature, we are talking about the oils or the plant fat. Always remember, most common saturated fats are animal fats and most common unsaturated fats are plant fats. Fine. So plant fat ke under we talk about mustard oil, coconut oil, all the ones which we get from plants, and they are liquids at room temperature. Whereas when we talk about animal fat like ghee, desi ghee and all, they come from dairy product. That's an animal fat. So saturated and unsaturated fatty acids is the second classification. We have talked about the first component, that is fatty acids. The second component is glycerol. Now, how does this glycerol look like? CH2OH, CHOH, CH2OH. This is one glycerol molecule. This is the structure of one glycerol molecule. If someone asks you to make or write, so this is the structure. How does it bond with the fatty acid? The fatty acid bonds with glycerol. Always remember, I'll write here. Always the hydrocarbon bonds with OH of glycerol. Kabhi bhi R group will not bond. Fine. So we will write the hydrocarbon this side, HOOC, ulta karke likh diya humne here. So this is how the bonding takes place. Now what happens here? This will be released as a water, as was happening for peptide bonds and glycosidic bonds. Same type. This will be released as water and the bond formed is ester bond. Ester bond is formed when the water is liberated. So this is how one fatty acid has attached here. If suppose we have attachment of more fatty acids, they are given specific names. Suppose more fatty acids have joined here. This. So what are these conditions? The first one, when suppose if in a physical condition, how do they look? This is a organic formula. If in a physical condition, this is a glycerol molecule and this is the fatty acid attached to it. This is a monoglyceride. That means one glycerol and one fatty acid. If two fatty acids are there, diglyceride condition. If three are there, three we have made here, three with three R groups attached, so it is a triglyceride molecule. So this is how it's present in our body. If you remember these structures, this was made when we made a phospholipid cell membrane, outer cell membrane. The structure of cell membrane was made by these phospholipid structures. So this is a triglyceride which is there. And if suppose with this hydrocarbon a phosphate group is attached, in addition to this a phosphate group is attached here, it becomes phospholipid, which is a conjugate protein. Phosphorus is a non-lipid part. So we have discussed lipids here, we have discussed its types, we have discussed simple lipids, we have discussed the structure of fatty acids and classification, structure of glycerol, how the fatty acids they bond with glycerol, what type of bond, ester bond is formed, and also the di and triglyceride conditions, how do they appear. So this is all about lipids, which is a microbiomolecule. In our next video, we'll talk about nucleotides, which are the last microbiomolecules. After this, we'll start with the macromolecules. So keep watching, liking, sharing, subscribing. Thank you.